shall versus should versus will. Use the right word in proposals. When you're preparing high-stakes proposals, every word matters. Precise language can determine whether an obligation is binding, optional, or simply a plan, and that difference can affect contracts, compliance, and legal outcomes. In particular, the words shall, should, and will each carry different levels of commitment and expectation. Choosing the wrong one can unintentionally create a legal duty or weaken a required action. This short lesson helps you spot which word fits your intent, so your proposals are clear, enforceable, and aligned with organizational risk. Let's define the three words so you can pick them with confidence. Use shall when you mean a strong obligation or requirement. It signals that something must be done. Use should when you're offering a recommendation or best practice. It's guidance that allows exceptions. Use will to express a future action or intent, what someone plans to do, without creating a legal duty by itself. These simple distinctions let you match tone and force to purpose in policies, contracts, and proposals. Reach for shall when you need a binding obligation, contracts, technical specifications, or any clause that requires mandatory compliance. Shall implies duty and often carries legal weight. Failure to comply can trigger enforcement, breach, or penalties. Because it's so strong, avoid shall in advisory material where flexibility is important. If your goal is to require action, use shall. If you risk overcommitting or introducing ambiguity, choose a softer verb or rewrite the sentence to make intent explicit. Use should to provide recommendations, best practices, or guidance where exceptions are allowed and judgment is expected. Should signals a preferred course of action, one that's advisable but not strictly mandatory. So it's ideal for policy notes, implementation guidance, and advisory sections. This word preserves flexibility and acknowledges practical constraints, while still encouraging desirable behavior. If you want to recommend without imposing legal duty, should is usually the right choice. Use will to state future actions, plans, or intent, what someone or the organization expects to do. Will describes timelines, commitments, and forecasts, but on its own, it does not create a legal obligation like shall does. It's perfect for project plans, schedules, and statements of intent where you describe what will happen next. Be careful. Pairing will with contractual context can sometimes imply commitment, so review surrounding language if legal enforceability is a concern. Before finalizing text, ask yourself, is this sentence meant to be mandatory, recommended, or merely future? Replacing vague verbs with shall, should, or will on purpose reduces ambiguity. Also scan the document for mixed signals. Phrases that sound like requirements but use softer language may create compliance gaps. Finally, review wording for downstream legal or regulatory risk. Small differences can change responsibilities. When in doubt, clarify intent and, for high-risk areas, consult legal or compliance teams to confirm wording. Here are quick, real-world examples to guide your drafting. For a binding obligation, the vendor shall deliver X by date. That makes delivery mandatory. For guidance, teams should follow Y for efficiency. This encourages behavior but allows exceptions. For plans and timelines, the team will complete Phase 2 in May. That states intent and schedule without creating a legal duty. Use these templates as starting points and adjust surrounding clauses to ensure consistency and clear expectations across the document. Match the word to your purpose. Shall equals must, binding. Should equals ought to, recommended. And will equals will, future intent. Be deliberate. The difference between these words is small on the page, but large in legal and compliance impact. Always review proposals carefully for clarity, consistency, and potential risk. When precision matters, choose words intentionally, and for critical commitments, confirm meaning with legal or compliance experts to avoid surprises later.